everybody. I've got some drills for catchers today. So today's workouts are for catchers. And as I said in last week's videos, just because you may not be a catcher today doesn't mean that you shouldn't work on these. I wasn't a catcher for most of my life, and in fact for all but 1 year that I played baseball, I wasn't a catcher. It wasn't until my senior year in college that I actually moved to behind the plate. So you got plenty of time on your hands now, kids, with everything that's going on. Even if you're not a catcher, there's no reason why you can't do these drills, because you never know if you're going to like the position or not. Okay, so yes, catchers do these. If you're not a catcher, give them a shot. Okay, go ahead, get after it. All right, so we got a few drills for catchers today. The first drill is building off of what we worked on last week with our footwork. You know, one of the problems that catchers have is when they go to receive balls to throw down the second, they see that runner going and they pop up too soon. And if that pitch is low, they're now reaching for it. They're catching it in an off-balance state. If you're catching it off-balance, A, you'll be lucky to catch it, and B, your feet are going to get messed up. Your feet are going to be off-balance. It's going to take you too long to get down the second or get down the third. The other issue this causes is it's a distraction to the umpire. If you're rising up too soon, you're now obstructing the vision of the umpire. We don't want to do that. So we've got to stay low, take off like an airplane. So from a side angle, when I see that runner going, I want to start moving my body a little bit towards the pitcher. Because as I talked about last week, get that butt going to the pitcher. We don't want the butt going to the side. So as I get going, I'm taking off like an airplane, and I gradually come up. So one drill that we can work on, I got my foam ball. We're in the garage, I got my wall here. We're going to take the foam ball, and we're going to throw the ball against the wall so that it comes back to us low. Okay, so low. We don't want the ball to come back to us to bounce high. We want it to come low to us so that it's almost rolling. All right. When that ball comes back to us, I'm going to reach down with my left hand and then go through my footwork. For those of you young catchers, if you're left-handed and you're a catcher, a youth lefty, you're going to pick the ball up with your right hand. So always pick the ball up with your gloved hand. So this is how it's going to work. Against the wall, hit, and go through my footwork. Notice I didn't worry about the exchange. We're concerned about staying low here. Don't worry about the exchange. If you want to go through the exchange, fine. Again, block throw, low against the wall, hit, and go through my footwork. If I rise up too soon, I'm off balance. It's going to be hard for me to catch and hard to recover my feet. Okay, so this is a great drill to prevent catchers from rising up too soon. So Jonathan, you want to take a couple reps here? Good block throw stance. I'm going to back up a little bit. There you go. Good. Okay, again. Try to get the ball a little bit lower off the wall. That's it. Excellent. Very good. Now, one thing that you can do here is you can put your tape down. I noticed that. You can relax. I noticed Jonathan got a little long with his first step. So we can put our tape down and gauge that first step and make sure our feet are hitting the right spot. Okay, but real nice in terms of getting off the wall, catching that low hand, or catching with that hand low, and working under and through. All right, we're not immediately rising up with our body. So a phenomenal drill for catchers to work on making sure you're staying low through the ball, not being a distraction to the umpire, and not getting your body out of balance so that it's making catching more difficult. All right, catchers, we've got a receiving drill. Okay, working on catching that low pitch. As a catcher, when we're in our stance, we got to make sure that our glove is working under the ball. Our thumb is under the ball. You know, one great trigger that I see catchers doing today is they'll start with the glove low, and then the pitcher's going through their wind-up. They tap the glove on the ground to stay low as a reminder, hey, stay low, and then they come up on the pitch. A lot of young catchers will start with this target here. And I blame a lot of coaches for that, a lot of youth coaches. They have the guys starting the target here. Don't start the target here. Because when that ball is coming, if that ball is coming low and your glove goes to meet that ball, two objects going in the same direction, when they meet, they're going to keep going in that direction. So instead of catching it and sticking it here, the catcher is now dragging the ball, or the ball is dragging the glove down too low. Umpire sees this, they don't see this. Ball, strike. Okay? So we start low, that ball's coming down, we catch up to that, and we can stick it here. When these objects are going at each other from, going towards each other like this, it's going to stop. Right? But when you get two objects going down, it's going to keep going. So we got a really good drill here. You can do this out of your basic stance, out of your block throw stance. Those of you catchers who like to do one knee down, you can do your one knee down. Otherwise, you can have both legs up. Either way is fine with me. You're going to throw the ball against the wall so that it short hops. And you want to get below the short hop and catch up. Okay? So one knee down, below the short hop and catch up. Below the short hop, catch up. 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 And one thing we got to make sure that we don't do, catchers, is this. And drag way up. That's insulting to the umpire. Don't drag way up. It's a subtle movement. Subtle movement. And up. Okay, and then you can do some from your block throw stance. Over here, and up. And up. Okay, making sure that we're staying below that low pitch. Jonathan, you want to take a few reps? Start out in your basic stance. You can move up a little bit towards the wall. There you go. Good. Stay below it. Good. Now do some from your block throw stance. Do a couple from block throw. Give 2 reps. Good. One more. Good. Let me see the ball. Relax. Very good. May have drugged that last one up a little bit too much. Okay, so work on a little bit less drag, but overall, real nice. Okay, stay below that ball, keeping that glove low. Great drill for catchers working on receiving that low pitch. All right, catchers, got another great receiving drill for you. This drill is going to help keep you calm and quiet. So a lot of times with, especially youth catchers, they get a little bit too antsy, too anxious. They move too much. This is a good drill to do outside of rapid fire. Right? So what we have here, what we're going to have is I'm going to be facing the wall in my basic stance or block throw stance. Jonathan will be behind me, so you will need 2 people for this. He's just going to throw the ball. I won't be able to see him. He's going to throw the ball, underhand the ball against the wall. I got to react to it and catch it. You got to keep calm when you're doing this. What our bodies do when we get tense is we freeze. When we get nervous, we freeze. And that's what a lot of young catchers do when they're back behind home plate. They freeze up, they get nervous, and their body tenses up, and they can't move as well. Or they move too much. So you see a lot of youth catchers back here, and they're moving all over the place catching balls. As a catcher, we've got to stay soft, we've got to stay quiet with our bodies, we've got to stay calm and relaxed. The more calm and relaxed we are, the more free we are to move. So this is a really good drill to help with that. Okay, so I'm going to get my basic stance. Hold on, Jonathan. I'm going to get my basic stance. I'll do some reps out of block throw. Jonathan will underhand the ball to the wall. I'm just going to go catch it and give it right back to him. Go ahead, Jonathan. So I don't know the location of the ball. Okay, if that ball's low, I got to stay under it. And if you notice, my glove is starting low. My glove hand is starting low. So I don't know the location of the ball. Go ahead. All right, now we'll do a few reps from the block throw stance. Last one. All right, good. Real simple drill, but real effective drill. Help the catchers stay quiet and calm back here. The more quiet and relaxed you are, the easier it is to catch the baseball. All right, catchers. My assumption is that you don't have catcher's equipment at home. Even though I know probably most of the catchers that are going to be watching this have catcher's equipment, but this is tailored to more kids than you, and I got to make sure that we're hitting those kids as well. So let's just assume you don't have catcher's equipment at home. Does that mean you can't do blocking drills? No, not at all. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a recovery drill. So we're going to pretend that you just block the ball, and then we're going to gather that ball and act like we're throwing it to second. Now, as a catcher, I always want to block the ball. I want to keep the ball as close to me as possible. So ideally, I block it down, not out in front, but down. And this is where you may hear coaches differ in what they say, but to me, when I block that ball, I want it to stay as close to me as possible. So I want to try to get that ball down. I want that ball to hit and come down. I don't like to be upright because if that ball hits me, it could roll out. I don't want to go chase that ball. A few inches or a foot and how far that ball rolls away from me is a big difference in how much time that runner has to go from first to second or second to third. So what we'll do is we'll get in our good blocking base position. Covering up that 5-hole, bare hand behind the glove, elbows out to the side, chest down over the ground. And I'm going to start with the ball out in front, or just down in front of me. So I'm just going to get up, I'm going to gather the ball and act like I'm throwing a second. So I'm here, up, gather, and go. Okay, now, a couple things about this. Catchers, youth catchers, get up first, get the ball second. Big problem I see with youth catchers when they catch is, this ball's sitting here and they just want to go grab it. The ball's rolling away and they want to go grab it. We can't do that. That's going to slow you down, get you off balance. Get up first, then get the ball. It's quicker and you're more balanced. Okay, so watch. I get up first, then I get the ball. I'm up, get the ball, and go. Okay, up, get the ball, and go. And yes, you can use your hands to get up. It's hard to jump up. It's hard to jump up from that position. Okay, especially for kids, even adults. Now I'm 41 years old. Yeah, I can do that, but I don't want to do that. I want to get up easy, so use my hands to get up. It's a lot easier and quicker for me if I use my hands to get up and then go. Okay, now notice also, before I pick up the ball, I get my body rotated around. I rotate around the ball, I scoop, and I go. Okay, Jonathan, I'm going to do a couple reps. Down in that good blocking base. Good. Go. Excellent. That's perfect. Excellent. All right, go ahead. Do one more. Very nice. Started a good blocking base. He got up first, got around the ball, and went. Ready? Go. Good. Excellent. Here you go, John. So this is so important to get up before you pick up that ball. Okay, and what you can do is you can mix it up. Put balls in different spots. Work on getting around the ball. Get around the ball this way. Put it a little bit further out in front. This quickly turns into a great conditioning drill. Okay, and if you have enough space, work on the throw. So plenty that you can do with this simple drill right here. All right, but a drill that you really need to do because you will need to block the ball and you will need to recover the ball. It's critical that when you do recover it, you get to it quickly and in a position that you can make an effective throw down to second base or third. All right, catchers. The next 3 drills are to work on our throws. So last week I made mention of 4 things that you've got to work on if you want to throw well down the second or down the third. Number 1, you got to receive well. Number 2, you got to have the right footwork. Number 3, you got to have a great exchange, an efficient exchange. Straight lines up to the ear. And number 4, you got to have a good arm. So what we're going to focus on here today is this is a simple throwing progression that you really should use at every practice before every game. Catchers, we have a different throwing technique than every other position. And this is a little difficult for youth catchers who may play multiple positions, especially catch and pitch. So you need to know when to change your throwing mechanics if you're catching versus when you're pitching or playing outfield. But these next 3 drills are drills that you really should be doing all the time, okay? And what we can use is, we can use a foam ball, or we can grab a rolled up pair of socks, okay? So if you're indoors, you can use a rolled up pair of socks, okay? And in fact, I'm in the garage, even though that's drywall, I've got this softball. The distance is pretty close, so I am actually going to use, I'm going to take that, Jonathan, I am actually going to use these rolled up socks. Rolled up socks make great baseballs, especially for indoor use, especially for kids who are a little scared of the ball as a hitter, and you can have mom and dad throw these and just get used to seeing stuff flying in your direction. Okay, so let me walk you through the 3 drills that we're going to do. The first one is focused on 12-6. As a catcher, we want to get up top, throw down. We throw hardest when we throw in this motion here, not 3/4. Also, we give ourselves a chance to throw the ball straight when we get up top. Now, can I make the ball move thrown up top? Of course I can. I could break my wrist this way. I can break much that way. Snap down hard on fingers. I can make the ball move by throwing up here, but the ball's going to move a lot more if I throw from this angle. And as a catcher, I want that ball to go as straight as a string. I want that ball to go hard. I want that ball to go fast down the second, so I got to throw up top. So I'm going to start off in this one knee power position. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through this drill and 2 others, and then I'll have Jonathan jump in and he can do the whole progression. So I'm on one knee from a power position. I'm going to start with my arms up already. Keep it simple, allows me to focus on 12-6. So at the camera, I'm here, I want to be coming this way, okay? This way down. So I'm here against the wall, here, okay? Against the wall, here. And notice those socks are coming back to me every single time. Why? 12-6, focused on 12-6. Okay, so now the next progression is we're going to start with the ball in our glove, and then we'll come up and down. So we're still focused on 12-6, but we're adding a different element to it. As a catcher, if I'm going to act like I'm throwing this way, as a catcher, I can't have a long arm action. I want that thumb to not drop below my chest. Here, here, here. That separation's got to be short. If I'm long, I'm going to be slow to second. If I'm long, I'm going to be out of whack with my feet because my footwork's short. So we're going to start here. We're going to stay short and 12-6 into the wall. So working on 2 things. Short, 12-6. Short, 12-6. Short, 12-6. And notice when I'm throwing, it's fluid. I don't stop. I don't come up top, stop, and then throw. I'm fluid. One more, fluid. Okay? So that's the second piece. The third piece, we're going to start with the ball in our glove out front, and we're going to work on our exchange, short release, 12-6. Out front, up to the ear, short, and throw 12-6. And I can start in different locations. And I'm always working on straight lines up to the ear. Straight lines up, straight line, straight line. Okay, so straight line, short arm circle, throw 12-6. So I'm here, up, short, go. Here, up, short, go. Here, up, short, go. Okay? That's the throwing progression that we as catchers want to work on every time we start out throwing. So Jonathan, you want to get down. Okay. You're going to be on your right knee. Okay, so we're going to start in the power position out first. You're going to work on 12-6. Ready, go. Good. Okay. Power position, ready, go. Good. So perfect 12-6. Now what we'll do is we'll start with ball and glove. Give those for a second. We'll start with ball and glove. Here you go. and glove. We're working on short arm circle, being fluid, 12-6. Ready? Go. Okay, again. Now make sure that we start with these hands here. Short arm circle, back up top, and fluid. Ready? Go. Okay, make sure the hand gets back. We don't want to cheat. A lot of times what happens with catchers is, you tell them, you're going to get them doing this drill, and they do that. They push. That hand still has to come back. We can't push. We can't throw pies, because that ball's not going to have any zip to it. We've got to make sure, we want to stay short with the circle. We don't want to come down. We want to stay short, but get the hand back. Okay, because if a coach says pause, we should have that powerful position right here. Go ahead, one more. Ready? Go. All right, now the next thing that we're going to do is work on the exchange. Okay, so start with ball and glove. Put down, move back a little bit down. Up. There you go. Ball and glove. He's then going to bring that glove back to the ear hole in a straight line. He'll do his short arm circle, and he'll throw 12-6. All right, ready? Go. Okay, again. One more. Ready? Go. Okay. All right, relax. Thanks, John. I'll take this. All right, so catchers, this should be part of your throwing routine, because you have to make sure you're working on those three elements. The exchange, staying short with the arm circle, and getting 12-6. If you're off in any one of those, you're going to be off in the speed that you're throwing down the second and the time it takes for you to get the ball down to second base. We've got to be quick. Catchers are really measured on their pop time, and if you're not straight, if you're loopy, it's going to slow down your pop time. If you're long with your arm, it's going to slow down your pop time. If you're not throwing 12-6, if you're coming out 3/4, means your ball's going to be moving a lot, it's going to slow down your pop time. We've got to make sure we're efficient with each of these three techniques. So that wraps things up for today. Pile these drills on top of the drills that you learned last week, and you guys got plenty of work to do. Lots of receiving drills, footwork drills, throwing drills. You got plenty of work to get in. Time to go ahead and get it started. Get that work done. Make yourself a better catcher. It's the greatest position on the field. Best of luck to you guys. Wish you all the best.